my name is Erin, and I'm an online instructor at Georgia Virtual School. I began the transition to online learning in January of 2013 when I started training at Georgia Virtual School. That fall, I was hired as an adjunct, and later the next year, I was offered a full-time position, which I happily accepted. During my training experience, I soon realized that this was an innovative way of teaching and is something that I wanted to be a part of. I feel like the online classroom, and I have some images here, allows you as a professional more opportunities for collaboration, more opportunities for professional development. I have challenged myself to present professionally more often since coming to Georgia Virtual School, and in the classroom itself, I feel like I've been able to be more personalized in my instruction with students. I've had more opportunities for differentiation, and I actually have become closer through communication, more communication than ever before in the classroom. One of the challenges that I faced when transitioning from the face-to-face classroom to the online setting was working with students on different schedules. I think that was my biggest challenge because in the traditional classroom, you move together through the content at the same time. And in the virtual classroom, you have students who are working at different paces. And this is great because you can personalize your instruction. You can allow for differentiation opportunities with alternative assignments or providing a project in lieu of a test or things of that nature a lot more easily. But it was difficult to kind of get my mind around having students working differently at the same time. So the way I overcame this was through organization skills, setting up my classroom from the beginning, having it ready from day one for students to enter the course and start working effectively and efficiently. I spend a lot of time at the beginning of the semester creating documents, creating videos to welcome students and their parents to class. So you can see here is my iNACOL video. This also ties into communication. It's my introduction. It's the first thing that students and parents see when they find out that they are in my class. It introduces me professionally and personally with inclusions of my family and some of my favorite hobbies. In my introduction to SMORA, I like to focus on what the students will be doing, and then also I provide them with videos that help them navigate their course, so on day one they know how to get in there and start working on assignments. And I found having everything set up right away really has made it run very smoothly each semester. Throughout the semester, I like to use different technologies to both to communicate with stakeholders and then also in regards to my teaching. And so some of my favorite technologies, I like the Adobe sessions. These are synchronous sessions. Gives you an opportunity to have one-on-one time with your students. This semester I've been collaborating with another AP Psychology teacher to offer sessions that are tailored to what AP Psychology students traditionally struggle with. I also like incorporating Remind. If I know I've put out a really great resource in the course news or there's something really important coming up, I'll also send them additional text. With stakeholders, I like to communicate through emails, through phone calls, and then again, it reminds another feature there. In my communications, I think it's important in the beginning to set up a good rapport. And then after that, don't let that be the only communication they ever receive. Whether you need to follow up to investigate concerns on the student, their progress, or if you want to just congratulate them, it's important to have frequent communication. And so I'll send out a zero email if students are missing assignments with the late work policy, trying to get some of that work in. And then I'll also congratulate students who are doing really well, saying, hey, you've got all your work in for this grading period. That's great. Keep up the good work. My course updates provide remediation opportunities, differentiation through those remediation opportunities, and just a list of course happenings, and those go out every 2 weeks. One of the biggest things that I've found to be effective in the online classroom is audio feedback, and I found a higher response rate to my discussion post when I started using audio feedback, and so then I turned around and started using it in my grading feedback for assignments and projects. And what I like about it is it really opens the door so that your feedback is not just the end point for an assignment. So for example, here you see a discussion method, or a discussion post rather, in which I've given the child or the student audio feedback, but I've also provided them an additional resource. Hey, that was great. Let's engage a little bit further in research and experimentation. Here's a great crash course video. The same for this student who did an assignment on the action potential. You did a great job with your assignment. take a look at this graphic. It will really help you understand this process a little more and makes a great study tool. So feedback is a continuation of learning in the online classroom. Data analysis is very easy to utilize in online learning because you have a slew of reports and information at your fingertips. One thing that I particularly like is the quiz item analysis, where students have taken an exam and you can go see exactly what topics they missed and what part of the module or of the lesson might need some remediation or additional resources. And so in this particular example, students had missed sleep in the stages of sleep. And so I gave them an opportunity to remediate their test score with an assignment, an alternative assignment that focused just on the stages of sleep. Now, as far as success in the classroom goes, I feel like my students are learning and I have a high pass rate in the classroom and also on the AP exam. I've also been recognized by other teachers and administration for things like grading and communication and discussions and so forth. This page kind of incorporates some comments that my students have left in end of semester evaluations. And what I like here is that they focus on my feedback and that it's been helpful to them, and then also that I communicate with them quickly. And those are the two things that I think I do well in the online classroom and really are my strong suits. In addition to the iNACOL award, I'm also the top 5 finalists for the Georgia Virtual School Teacher of the Year. I've also received awards for the Outstanding New Teacher of the Year, AP Master Teacher by the DOE. I've been a valedictorian Outstanding Teacher, and there's just a few other awards that I received listed here. In regards to concerns for online education, as an educator, I think it's important as an online educator that we teach digital citizenship to our students in addition to our content. The world is becoming more and more online, and so I feel like it is important to teach them etiquette, online safety, plagiarism policies, how to do appropriate internet research, and I just feel that as an online educator, we should take it on as one of our duties and share it with others. So thank you for taking the time to listen to my narrative and the prospect of becoming the iNACOL Teacher of the Year.